In this video, we're going to look at the drawing tools on the toolbar to the left of your screen. I already showed you a little bit of the pen, which is at the top of that toolbar, and if you click on it twice, you'll see you have a lot of different options for the pen. I can choose to make something really big. I can change the size of any of the tools. Opaque is for opaque, and opaque is the opposite of transparent, so I can make something more transparent by making it less opaque. So there's that. So the spacing can change as well. You can change a lot of other things, so you can try different things, okay? Once you have something, try it, see if you like it. Right now it's in pink. I could change that. I just got rid of it by using the undo arrows that are on the right hand lower side corner, and I can redo it by choosing the other, okay? And I can change the color. I've just changed it to gray. We can see at the very top of the colors, as I scroll through, we can see what the current color is. So there's the pen tool. The brush tool, right under it, this tool, you can change all different kinds of things with this as well. You can change the size, and you can get a preview of it up at the top. You can change the spacing. You can change the tool itself and get different kinds of effects. Let's try that. So that's what that does. All right, same kind of thing for this brush. You can change all kinds of things, and you can get different effects. The spray paint is kind of interesting. If I change the opacity or the transparency, you can see that I can make the spray paint very opaque. I can make it very dense, but I actually like to keep it quite light. And if I keep it light, and I'm going to change my color to this light yellow, I can build up areas slowly with my spray paint, and that makes for really nice highlights or shadows. I really like that tool. Okay. The tool right under that gives you all kinds of textures. You can see the previews at the top. Let's try this one. Okay, let's try a different one. Okay, it'll give you a different kind of texture. And as you can see, we can change the size of them. We can change how transparent they are. We can change the spacing. The next one is the eraser tool, and we've already looked at that eraser tool, so I'm going to kind of skip by that. Now I'm going to go back to the pen tool and just add a bunch of colors. We'll start with a dark red. We'll do a kind of rainbow. Okay, there's a nice rainbow effect, and we'll just add pink for good measure. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this blur tool that is our smudge tool that is like a pointing finger, and if I click on it twice, you see I can change the size, I can change how transparent it is, I can change the spacing, I can change how wet it looks, I can change the squeeze, which is kind of how much it drags other colors with it. Let me go like that. Okay, now I can use my finger to just kind of move over those other colors, and you can see how it drags the colors through. I'm going to make it a little bigger. if I go in opposite directions, I can create kind of a zigzag effect. Let's try just scribbling. I love this tool. It makes really, really cool images. Shape, closed shape, couple of different kinds of shapes that are closed. Okay, now we'll change the color, go to the paint bucket, and click inside the shape, and you'll see that we can fill it with whatever color we want. We can also fill the outside part with a different color. So let's try this kind of orangey color. So now I've filled everything on the outside of those shapes using the paint bucket. Okay, I'm going to undo that. And then we're going to show you one more thing, and it's the T. So I can scroll down, and there's a lot of other things on here that you can try. But we're going to work with the T, which is for text. And once I'm in the text, once I have activated text, I just click anywhere, and I can write anything that I want. I'm going to write my initials, JZ. I'm going to change the font. Let's try this font. I can change where it goes, and I can rotate it using 2 fingers. I can make it bigger or smaller using this slide. So once I can change the color of it. Okay. So once I'm ready, I can choose done. All right, I'm still in the text, and if I click again, it gives me an option. I can either edit the text that I just did, which is the current layer, or I can add new text. So let's add new text. This time I'm going to put my dog's name, Herbie, and we'll change the color. He likes pink, and we'll change the font. Herbie is, I think Herbie would work well with this. We can make it smaller or bigger. We can move it around, and I can hit done. Okay, now let's take a look at the layers. We have layers here for each text. We've got a Herbie and we've got a JZ. So if I want to change the JZ, I can make sure that it's the current layer, click again on my canvas, and I can edit that text on that current layer. So I can change what it says. Let's make it say Jennifer Z now. I can change the font. Let's make it this one. And I can change the size. I can move it around. Okay. So now I've got all of these different layers, and I can choose to work on any of them. The text layers are special. They're special. You need to you can't do anything with those, but there are things that you can do. All right, try some of these things out in your ArtStudio piece. Enjoy.